Good morning, everyone. Today I talk about DSM-5 sleep disorder. We well know sleep is important in our life because sleep is for us getting a quality sleep. If we have the quality sleep, can improve our memory and increase academic performance, and also can reduce our stress. However, sleep disorders are become much serious in our society. So, what is sleep disorder? Sleep disorders are a set of conditions that affect the ability to sleep well on a regular basis. More people have sleeping problems due to stress, hectic schedules, and other outside influences. They may also be caused by healthy problems or stress in life. Next, the common type of sleep disorder include insomnia, parasomnia, breathing-related sleep disorder. Next, what is insomnia? Insomnia is a common sleep disorder. Insomnia is when you have difficulty falling asleep or staying asleep. Insomnia also includes the long-term insomnia and short-term insomnia. Next, the second type of sleep disorder is hypersomnia. Hypersomnia are a group of sleep disorder that cause a person to excessively sleep. People with a hypersomnia may fall asleep at the time they are inconvenienced of even dangerous, so as a work of while driving. Next, the parasomnia is a group of sleep disorder that involves unwanted events or experience that occurs while you are falling asleep, sleeping, or woke up. For example, sleepwalking, sleep talking, and night terror. Next, what is a breathing-related sleep disorder? These sleep disorders that involve the difficult breathing during sleep are classified as a sleep obstructive sleep apnea is the more common disorder of this type. However, there are a number of variations in sleep apnea. We can see below these two pictures. Difference between the normal breathing and obstructive sleep apnea. We can see the first picture is normal breathing. The normal breathing, the breathing will entry through the nose and mouth at the same time. However, the nose and mouth will enter into different areas before entering apparatus. But the picture 2 is sleep apnea. It's only the breathing only entry into the nose, but denotes to the short bladder and into the apparatus. So, read about the breathing-related sleep disorder. Next, is a general symptom sleep disorder include anxiety, depression, inability to concentrate, and work pair of school performance issue. Next, the effect of sleep disorder is that inadequate sleep over a significant length of time may weaken the immune system. Also, the effect of sleep disorder can occur because of Canada's REM sleep disorder. For example, sleep reputed social schedule and straighter relationship. Next, we can see a global sleep disorder report. In this graph, it starts with the 2030 to now 2021. We can see the insomnia and sleep apnea is will increase of the year. This guy also estimate a future year, like year 2022 and 2023. This future 2 years can combine with the future year. We can see the insomnia and sleep apnea did not decrease in the future year. So, how do us to treatment this sleep disorder? The treatment usually entails a mix of medical and lifestyle changes. The medical treatment of sleep disorder include sleep press using breathing apparatus or undergoing surgery. On the other hand, lifestyle changes is adjustments can greatly improve your quality of sleep, especially when they done along with medical treatment. For example, don't drink the water before the bedtime. Also can do the exercise. And you can do the regular sleep schedule. So now we can watch the video about sleep disorder to better understanding.
I'm sure we've all had trouble sleeping at one point or another, maybe trouble falling asleep, staying asleep, or waking up. Or maybe you're forcing yourself to sleep less because you have too much to do to lie in bed. But sleep deprivation can be a serious issue. People who don't get enough sleep are more irritable and perform worse on memory and attention tasks than people who do. So all this can be just a minor annoyance in everyday life. Imagine the long-term implications for, say, airline pilots, firefighters, security officers, or the person driving next to you on the freeway. For example, one study in Canada showed that the Monday after the spring time change, so when people lose an hour of sleep, the number of traffic accidents increases sharply compared to the Monday after the fall time change when people get an extra hour of sleep. The number of accidents decreases sharply. So it's just one example, but sleep deprivation also makes people more susceptible to obesity. When you're sleep deprived, your body produces more cortisol, which is a hormone that tells your body to make more fat. You also produce more of the hormone that tells your body you're hungry. So you end up eating more and turning more of what you eat into fat, which can contribute to weight gain. And finally, sleep deprivation can also increase your risk for depression. And one theory about this link is that REM sleep helps your brain process emotional experiences, which in turn helps protect against depression, though we're still not entirely sure about this link. Most people experience sleep deprivation at some points in their lives. But the good news is that most people can get back on track by getting a few nights of good sleep, sort of paying back your sleep debt. Your next question might be then, how much sleep is enough sleep? It's kind of a hard question to answer, but most adults need about 7 to 8 hours of sleep, but the exact number varies by individual and by age. Babies need a lot more sleep, for example, and older adults can often sleep less than 7 or 8 hours without severe detriments. Again, everyone has trouble falling asleep at some point, but people who have persistent problems in falling or staying asleep have a more serious sleep disorder called insomnia. There are various medications that can help people fall asleep, but taking them for too long can result in dependence and tolerance, which is if a person continues to rely on the medication, then their body will get used to it and they'll eventually need more and more to get the same effects. So that can often be a bad thing because there are side effects to drugs, but the treatment for insomnia often involves psychological training as well as, or sometimes instead of medication. Some lifestyle changes might also be necessary. For example, exercise regularly but not right before bed, or spend some time just relaxing before bed. And these can help people with insomnia. On the other end of the spectrum is narcolepsy, which is a disorder when people can't help themselves from falling asleep. So about 1 in 2,000 people suffers from narcolepsy. And most of the time, people with narcolepsy will have these spontaneous fits of intense sleepiness, occasionally lapsing into REM sleep. And these fits last about 5 minutes and can occur really anytime. Although the cause of narcolepsy is still under investigation, there are indications that it's genetic, and it's linked to the absence of a certain neurotransmitter that helps with alertness, suggesting that neurochemical interventions may help some people overcome this problem. A more common sleep disorder is sleep apnea, which affects about 1 in 20 people. This one's a little scary because people who have apnea are really unlikely to be aware of it. What happens is that people stop breathing while they sleep. After about a minute of not breathing, your body realizes you're not getting enough oxygen, and you wake up just long enough to gasp for air and then fall back asleep without really being aware of what happened. And this can actually happen as many as hundreds of times each night, which is a lot, because you're constantly drifting kind of between sleep and wakefulness. You don't really get enough of your deeper stages of sleep. So it prevents you from going into the M3 state, or the slow wave sleep. Snoring can be an indication of sleep apnea. So if you've ever been told that you snore and you often feel fatigued in the morning, even after what you think is a full night's sleep, then you might be one of the 1 in 20 people with sleep apnea. But it's very treatable, snore. Sleepwalking and sleep talking are the last sleep disorders we're going to talk about. Like narcolepsy, these are mostly genetic. They occur during M3 stage sleep and are usually harmless as long as you don't walk into a dangerous situation or reveal any deep dark secrets. Sleepwalking and talking occur more frequently in children, partially because children experience more M3 stage sleep than adults. But as you grow, these nighttime adventures become much less frequent.
Okay. This all well. Thank you.